Hello, hello. So happy to be here live with you again today. Wonderful to be here. It's a nice, cozy evening for myself here in Berlin. Almost 6 p.m., 5:30 p.m. And it's raining and kind of chilly. And yeah, I'm very happy to share this moment with you. And I have titled this video, what is the one thing you can do to help yourself spiral up every time? And this is what I want to talk to you about today, and help you kind of, have that in mind and in hand when needed. And we always need this to spiral up, right? So maybe not always, but every now and again and now and then we spiral down. Our energy goes lower, something happens, something doesn't happen. And of course, these times are more challenging, maybe in terms of the pandemic and the lockdown and everything that comes along with that. So if you're watching, I see some likes coming in. But please do comment, say hi. I would love to know you're here with me. And so what I want to ask you, and you can even type in the chat if you want to be actively participating in this live video, is I want to invite you to take a moment and think about 1 to 3 things that are most helpful for you when you need to pick up, that basically make you feel the best. It can be a specific song or music in general. It can be dancing, it can be jogging, it can be sleeping, it can be eating, it can be meditating, anything like that. And I will share my own. If it's possible not to have something that is, kind of a harmful habit for you for this purpose, like an addiction, that would be better, because this is not where we're going with this. But definitely if it's a healthy addiction like sport, or anything like that, if you call that an addiction, then that can be fine. And I can share with you that my kind of go-to activities when I need to spiral up are meditation, jogging, and journaling. Yeah. I have a few more. Maybe I can share a few more of what my pickups. So that would be dancing, for sure. That would be listening to music. That would be just going out for a walk, singing, jumping jacks, simply just doing jumping jacks, getting a hug from my man or a friend. But really the top 2 for me, I would say, is jogging and meditation. Now, why is this so important and helpful to be mindful of and have it kind of in the top of your mind always? Because as I said before, sometimes we spiral down. Sometimes we get unmotivated, demotivated, or de-energized. Sometimes our mood is not that good. Sometimes we get too stressed or too overwhelmed. And it might feel like or look like this is an outcome of some kind of a condition or a circumstance. And it might have an effect on us, of course. But then we really always have the freedom to change our energy, to level up our energy, to change our mood. And it's really up to here. This is what I always talk about. It's all up here. This is our instrument. We are instruments of consciousness, and we have our physical body, which is an amazing, magnificent instrument to create so many things and to communicate and to express. and to move around, right? And then we have this instrument, which is our mind and our brain, and we really can learn how to, I don't like the word control so much, but to choose. I rather use the word choose or choice. And I think this choice, this freedom to choose what we think about and how we feel is really a skill. And resilience is a skill. It's not an attribute. It's not something that we either have it or we don't. Happiness or joy, or confidence, all those things are not attributes, are not something that we either have it or we don't. It's really, all of these things are skills. Well-being is a skill. And the instrument in which we use this skill is our mind, and we all have it. This is something that we all have, just like our body, and so we can practice this. And someone here is writing, how are you? I don't know who you are because I'm using this amazing software called StreamYard. Some of the comments, I cannot see who that is, so I only see Facebook user, but whoever that was, if you're still here, please comment your name as well so I know who is asking me how I am doing. And I'm doing very well. Thank you very much for asking, and I hope you are too. And please comment your name if you'd like me to know who you are. And I'm so happy to have you here, whoever you are. Yeah, so this is really a skill, and sometimes it's easier said than done, right? Sometimes it's not just like a switch that we have, especially if it's not a skill that we are very masterful in. And even if we are, this is really part of the mastery, and part of the way to do that is by taking action and doing things that we know help us to spiral up. So as I said, I know for me, the first two go-to actions or activities are meditations and jogging. And I can tell you, for example, and this is what has brought me the idea to talk about this today in my live video. Yesterday, I was having a day when my energy was lower. I don't know why. Maybe because of how I slept. I went to sleep very late the night before. We came back from vacation. I was having piles of emails and to-do lists and things that were waiting for me and whatever, okay? So I started my day feeling low, and so my thoughts were getting I wouldn't say darker, but grimmer maybe, or not as clear, and I was feeling overwhelmed with all the tasks I had to do. And so what I did was those two things that I know just helped me do it. And let me tell you, I didn't feel like going out jogging. I never feel like going out jogging. I hate jogging, but I love the effect it has on me. And I know that for me, there's something about moving my body and taking this mass, this physical mass, and really moving it through space, just taking myself out for a jog is really me demonstrating my freedom of choice. This is me demonstrating to myself my mastery over my body, my mastery over my habits, over my patterns, it's me taking myself out of my comfort zone, and other than, on top of the fact that the energy is moving in the body and the blood is running faster, and what exercise does to you and to your body and to your energy, on top of that is really, for me, this mastery, this victory, this triumph of my will, my free will over my pattern, my lazy pattern, or my physical tendency, and so on. So I went out jogging, and I know that it always works. It always works for me. There never has been one time, I think, that I went out jogging and my energy stayed the same. So I know that it works, and maybe it's a little bit hard for me to take myself out and do it, but over time and with persistence, it gets easier. And the other thing for me is meditation. And again, before meditating, it doesn't feel like something that can be easy to access because I'm feeling kind of low. But actually, if I just stick to it and do it, then it has that effect on me. And maybe for you, it's something different. So I want to invite you to take a moment and literally write down, because, you know, when you write down something, there's 25% more chance for you to actually do it. So when you write down something, there's 25%, it's 25% more likely to happen, or for you to actually execute it. So I invite you to write down 1 to 3 go-to activities or actions that you know help you spiral up no matter what. And I want you to have that note in your mind, in your pocket, on your fridge, whatever. And I'm talking about physically writing it. So when you, like myself yesterday, when you wake up, or I don't know, at some point of the day, feel like you're getting kind of low and your thoughts are getting kind of blurry or you know, darker or heavier, you just take out that note and look at it and say, okay, I'm going to do this. And even if I don't feel like it, or even if I don't yet feel like how I know I would feel after doing that activity or action, taking that action, I'm going to do it anyway, because I know, and I have written myself that note to remember, so I don't need to even recall or convince myself because when we are in a state of lower energy and not feeling that good, then it might be harder for us to now bring up those ideas. So I invite you to do this right now, or in any other moment in which you feel fine, you feel okay, and have that note in hand to those times when you are feeling low and you need to spiral up. And then no questions, no argument with yourself. You have that note and you know exactly what to do. And it always works. It always works. So if you feel like it, I'll be staying a couple of minutes longer. You're more than welcome to share in the comments what would be those things for you. What would be those activities or actions for you? What are you going to write down on that note? And if you know that this might be, if you know anyone that this might help them, if you know anyone that is struggling lately, or is sharing with you that they're more stressed lately, or in general, or feeling low, or anything like that, then please share with them this video, or just share with them this tip. And if you are yourself struggling and want to have a little bit more guidance and support around, developing that skill of well-being, as I was saying, this is a skill. This is something to develop, to practice, to attain, and to sustain. And this is really what I am devoting myself to learn and to teach. And I am so humbled and grateful to have had the opportunity, and still have the opportunity, to support other people and help them develop that skill and overcome anxiety and stress and depression and problems in relationships, and really giving themselves the birthright they have of being joyful, of being content, of being self-loving, of having empowering relationships, of living their purpose. This is really what I'm all about, helping others do this. So if you feel you need a little bit more guidance and support, first of all, keep on watching my lives, and you can scroll down my profile or on my group. If you're not in my group, Master Your Path, please join my group. It's Master Your Path, and I will put the link. Can I put the link here? I think I can. Yeah, I think I can put a link here in the comments. Let me try this. you are more than welcome to join my group, and there's a video section there with lots and lots and lots of videos with more tips like this and others. My YouTube channel has lots of longer videos with a lot of good ideas and guidance. Hopefully, this is my intention anyway. So you're more than welcome to follow my different channels. You can see this here on my Facebook group, on my Facebook page, on my Instagram or YouTube, and as well, just reach out to me, write me a PM, and I would love to connect with you and give you some more ideas that maybe are more compatible personally to you and to your personality and to your, the things you're struggling with or looking for. So please feel free to do that. Please feel free to forward this to someone that you know that might need to hear this today. And I will see you tomorrow on my tomorrow's live. Sending you all of my love. Bye, everybody.